Hey guys, Brienne here from Get Your Fix. Wanted to talk to you today about shoulder pain. It's pretty common with a lot of people. A lot of people think that it either needs to be surgical or there's nothing else they can do about it. And the truth is, there's a lot that can be done about it. Most of it can be fixed very easily, very quickly with the right treatment. And typically it's a very conservative treatment. Majority of shoulder pain, especially when it comes to athletes, CrossFit, Olympic lifters, runners, triathletes, golfers, are primarily what I see. And I see the same kind of common problems with all of them in regards to shoulders. And even my non-active, just the people who work, people who stay at home, whatever it may be. It's very common, similar causes and similar fixes. To give kind of a basic, most people sit with these rounded shoulder posture. Everything we do is in front of us, whether it's computers, whether it's a manual labor job, everything's in front of us. So we end up with these rounded shoulders, not paying attention. That automatically puts our shoulder in a bad position biomechanically, making the muscles work a little bit differently than they should, making the joints move a little bit differently than they should, causing just some natural wear and tear in there. Along with that, when you are repetitively using your shoulders, regardless of what sport or activity you do, eventually those muscles get fatigued, especially if they're in this rounded position and they aren't working properly. Over time, especially with that rotator cuff, when that fatigues, they develop tight trigger point areas. And when that happens, it causes one of two things, or both. Causes some referred pain into the front of the shoulder. It can cause some compression in that joint area, so every time you go to raise your arm up, you feel a little bit of a pinch in there. And it also causes other muscles that shouldn't have to fire for a certain function to work a little bit harder to get that shoulder moving. So as it sounds pretty complex, it sounds like it could be difficult to treat. In all reality, it's not. It's a lot of just education of teaching those muscles how they're supposed to work, getting you used to where your shoulders are supposed to be into a better posture, learning how to maintain that posture. And also, first and foremost, you need to get rid of that tightness in those muscles of that rotator cuff. A lot of times the lats are involved with it, and sometimes even the neck, upper trap area. So it's a lot of loosening up the tight areas in those muscles. It decreases the pressure at that joint, allows everything else to work a lot better, gets rid of that referred pain that happens as well. Typically, it's a pretty quick treatment, a couple sessions, and you're usually pretty good to go. With that said, if you do a lot of repetitive activity, so CrossFitters, Olympic lifters, golfers, anyone who's doing constant beating up of their shoulders, a good maintenance program is good as well, or is advised as well. So every 4 to 6 weeks, just getting those tight areas addressed again is usually ideal. So let me know if you have any questions. Post a comment on here with any questions that you have about this. Feel free to message me as well with any specific questions, and I would be happy to answer those for you. So hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you again later this week.